Hey guys. What's up? We'll be doing this in just a minute. Just gonna let a couple more people show up and then we'll go. Do you have any requests? Go ahead and put it in the chat if you want. Alright, we'll be starting in just a minute, guys. Just 1 minute. We're gonna go live at 9 o'clock Eastern. Just a little less than a minute here. Alright, guys. Let me get our rare Pepe out of the way. Okay, well, how's it going, guys? Welcome back. Day 2 of live streaming should be pretty fun. Let me I'm just getting all my windows situated here. Make sure everything's sound is good. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. All right, cool. Well, we're gonna take a look at, what did I say here? GRNH first for Ambrosio here. He had his first request, first to be here. So let's take a look at that. Let me pull up the chart. GRNH. All right. So yeah, I can tell it's low volume, like you said. See, 4 cents. So we're at a penny stock here. It's not too crazy though. These candles are pretty crazy though. Let's take a look. Let's do colored bar. Alright, and let's go up into our daily chart and get kind of a zoomed out view here. What's going on? Okay, so it's been in a pretty steady downtrend since January, February, but it hasn't been so extreme that it hasn't had any recoveries or retest. Sorry, it has had recoveries, so that's very nice. Okay. I actually kind of like how this looks, even though, like you said, it's low volume. It's still playing and acting like a normal chart here. I like that. What are you looking to do with this? Hopefully a swing trade or something long, or but right now it looks like it's wanting to retest this little dip right here, around 3.8 cents. But let's see if we can look at our indicators and see how it's going. And hey, Pop Kachin. Yeah, we can take a look at Rada after this one. Oh, and I'm not a day trader. I usually do swings or longer term trades. I don't like trying to fight computers by doing day trades, but sometimes I will. It just really depends. But yeah, let's take a look here. So unfortunately, the stochastic momentum is in a pretty heavy buy or a pretty heavy sell signal right now. But the Chand is going down, but it's not too bad. It's kind of neutral, but definitely the stochastic on the daily is in a sell. But let's take a look at our 60-minute. Okay, so actually on your 60-minute though, you did get a bit of a buy signal at the end of the day. And the Chand is actually going back up. So, I mean, you got a little bit of momentum heading in a positive direction, but your daily chart is saying that it's not long-term. It's not really looking too hot for the next few days. But like I said, it doesn't look like it's going to crash or anything, but I think it's going to be retesting these levels over here. Let's also take a look at your simple moving average. That'll tell us a lot more. Hey Rod, welcome into the stream, man. Oh, sorry you did that. I don't know what price it's at now or anything, but Sorry, it seems like it's not a good time, so that sucks, man. Sorry about that. All right, so this does pretty naturally behave, kind of goes under and above. It looks pretty normal and sine wavy, really nice. But as you can see, you're in a new period here of being below the 50. And if the last indication, it looks like it likes to hang out below the 50 for a while if it's below it. I mean, you got a good amount of days here, like a week or so. You know, you got a little less than a week here. You got, a couple weeks here as well. So my initial thoughts after all the stuff we looked at is wait to buy if you're waiting to buy. But if you're in and you haven't lost a lot yet, just keep a close eye on it because I do think it's going to come down here and retrace around like 4.1 cents or so. So just keep an eye on it. But I do like how the chart plays. Like it plays very well. It's just in the short term, I think that it's going to be a little spooky if you're holding relatively close to this price. Especially if you're holding something up here, like in the 6 cent range, it might be a little spooky for the next few days. But depending on how it tests this area over here, like depending on how far this dip goes and how quickly it rejects and goes back up, that's when I would decide. But I would definitely wait till you see some sort of price rejection and it starts going on an uptrend before you'd really want to look at it and see how strong that new bottom is. Okay, let's take a look at RATA. That's what we were looking at here. That's the next one we saw. Ooh, all right. So this one has a nice little jump going on right now. Let's go back to the daily and compare it to what was going on before. Excuse me. Okay, wow. So this has been in an uptrend for a long time. That's really nice to see, actually. Really steady and flat. So I'm assuming that some news has been recently been released, or some debts have been settled, or something like that. Awesome, Ambrosio. Glad that was useful for you, man. That's sweet. So yeah, as of right now, this looks great as far as I'm concerned. You got a huge gap up. That's definitely some sort of good news going on there. That's not a technical gap. And since then, it's just been steady going on. It's done a couple of retests at these dollar levels. So around $2, it retested. Around $3, it kind of retested. So that's some pretty good stair-stepping action for how quickly this has been going up. Let's zoom in a little bit more here. Yeah, this looks great. What are you trying to do with RATA? That'd be good to know. Because if you're in it already, I would definitely be like, keep holding this. But if you're not in yet, we can look at maybe a potential buy or something like that. I actually want to see how it's behaving with this fib fan. Gotta go maybe a little bit more like this. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, so yeah, this is really strong candles. Yeah, all this stuff down here is looking like it wants to go back up right here. I mean, and this is all really healthy, nice retracements, retesting these gaps that has went up right here. I mean, this looks really healthy so far. So honestly, I like this. If you're in it, I would keep holding it just to see what happens. But if you look, it looks like after all of these times that it's retraced, it's shot right back up. So I don't see anything immediately that says that it can't do that. But let's see if we're like super overbought or oversold or anything on the daily here, and if that might give us a little bit of a short-term indication of what's going on. Okay. Wow. Yeah, this looks great. I'm actually really liking this chart. I mean, this is just rocketing up. It's getting close to the overbought, but your stochastic momentum is diverging hard away from that slow line. That's great to see. I mean, that buy signal worked out perfectly. So if you had bought like 2 days ago or something at the bottom, that's good for you. MACD is approaching almost the most perfect buy signal you could probably ever get above the zero line. It's not too far above it. You got your fast about to hit the slow. That is great. Your RSI is a little hot, but check it out. It's been hot. I mean, the whole time it's been going up, and that hasn't really been a problem. So these all look great on the daily. Let's zoom in a little bit to the 30 and see if we can get any more information that way. Okay. So yeah, so it looks like it does want to cool off a bit, just in the short term. You can see your MACD is kind of coming back down. You got your stochastics going back down. So this is really nice, but I do think it needs to cool off. But cooling off doesn't necessarily mean it's going to go down. It just might stay horizontal, you know what I mean? So keep an eye out for that. And as you can see, it's kind of testing along this fib arc that we drew. So as long as it stays above this fib arc line while it's cooling down, I say that's great, man. It's a good looking chart. I would not be too scared of holding this if you still have it, and I would just see how much of a dip you might be able to look at before you buy in if you're waiting to buy in. Honestly, probably around like 319 or so is not a bad buy for like a quick play. But you may want to be careful for this gap right here. That's the only thing I would say is this gap right here between $2.90 and $3. We may get some retesting of that just because of that little launch gap there. But it was pretty filled out with this peak here as well, so it's not a guarantee or anything. But if I was going to be buying into this, I would probably be trying to buy between $3 and $3.10. But I don't think that would happen necessarily for, a couple more days or something. But yeah, no, this looks great, man. I wouldn't be scared of this chart at all. All right, let's pull up another one. Let's see. So Pop, I'm going to pick one from somebody else just because we did one of yours. So Ryan Rangel, you want to see CEI? That was the next one in line. So let's take a look at CEI for a swing trade. Are you in it right now, Ryan? Or are you looking to buy in? You are in it right now? Okay, what price did you buy it at? Okay, let's take a look here. Now CEI, I know I've seen it on Stocktwits, so I know it's got at least a bit of a social media presence going on. So that is a pretty scary drop here. It's not connected at all on the 30-minute. Let's go to our daily though. Thanks, Jiggly. Alright, so we're looking at CEI, and let's zoom out a bit here. So long, steady downtrend, a bit of a peak here in July. I think that's when I was looking at it, was in July. It got a lot more notice on Stocktwits. And let's see here. So I mean, I don't really necessarily like where it's at right now off my initial look here. But if you look, it's testing this bottom over here. And I think that bottom is as low. Yeah, so that's the lowest it's been, right? You're in at 18.1? Okay. Yeah, so as you can see though, it's testing right here, this low that it was at. I think as long as it doesn't dip below 16.05, 16 cents or so, you're gonna be okay. But if it dips below this point here, that's gonna be again the lowest it's been. So I don't know. Is this at CEI they went bankrupt or something like that? I don't even remember. But we do have a nice rejection here away from the price starting. Let's see if the indicators say that will continue or if we still might need to test around here. Let's just pull up the same ones because these guys work pretty well. Let's check out the volume too. Okay. So it was pretty heavily oversold on this going down area. You can see it just steadily down and then really oversold there. It looks like people tried to crash it below that point. But your stochastic momentum actually is approaching a buy signal. So that's actually a really good sign, especially with that tall green candle there. I really like that. So if this can continue and it does cross over and you get a buy signal, I think that's a pretty good sign that you're going to be testing away from this low and you may have found your bottom. Let's take a look at the MACD as well though. What's up, Michael Murphy? Welcome back, man. All right. Yeah, and your MACD is actually approaching a buy signal as well. So your average is 19.8 cents. Okay, that's not bad, man. Okay, so I see. Yeah, so that looks pretty good. I would honestly say that if you're looking to do a swing play on this, your buy time is now, because it's not going to get much closer to this double bottom that we got here. And all these indicators are starting to turn upward and turn into buy signals on the daily. So honestly, if you were set on buying and you were going to buy anyway, I would say tomorrow is you're going to be your chance, because if these indicators continue on their trend, it will keep going up away from this bottom. But let's zoom in on the 30-minute. Oh, it has news tomorrow as well. See, yeah, so that's a good thing. But some people sell on the news too. You got to keep that in mind. So it better be really good news, right? Let's see here. On your 30-minute, MACD is a little bit of a sell. Chand is a little bit down, but it's kind of right in the middle, so that's not too bad. But your stochastic, look guys, so your stochastic is still on a buy signal on this too. So on your daily and the 30-minute, you have a buy signal on the stochastic. So that looks really good in my eyes. So let's see if I can get you possible entry tomorrow. This candle is freaking huge at the end of the day, guys. What the heck happened? Somebody tried to crush it. Went down all the way down to 16.37 and up to 18 in 130 minutes. Holy crap. That's crazy. Yeah, I can show you guys after hours and PM. Let's check it out on the chart. We're going to have to go down to a 10-minute. All right. So if we pull up the after hours, it's building back up here. So right now you're at about 18 cents after hours. But yeah, that's kind of interesting to see it going up after hours when it looks stagnant pretty much every other time. So this must be some pretty good news coming out. We'll take this into consideration. I think I don't think I would buy at this 18. I just wouldn't. I don't like that. I would try to buy closer to that dip that we were talking about. Yeah, I don't think you'll see 16 again though, just because of how extreme that candle was to go down. But you may be able to get in for around 17 cents tomorrow, and I think that'll be pretty safe. Especially with how green that candle was at the end of the day. So I would say try to get in around 17 cents if you are. And again, this is just my opinion. Like, do your own research and stuff, but I would try to get lower around 17 cents or so if I was going to try to swing play it. That way you get a more chance of a guarantee of at least a couple cents or something, relatively short time. So, but yeah, that's my opinion on that. I would try to get in around 17 or so. Looks like your volume is going back up as well. So, but it's not scary looking on this. That gap up is really nice. And this retracement of the gap makes perfect sense. You're about midway through this huge candle. So, again, 17 cents looks perfect for that. I think you're going to see 17 cents again tomorrow, and that would be my buy. That's easy to see right there. All right. Okay, let's take a look at another one. I'm just going to keep scrolling down the list from the top of where I was. Okay, unfortunately I can't pull up Canadian charts, I don't think. Okay, so FT is the next one in line. Let's take a look at that. Wow. That's my initial thought. It just launched. That's awesome. Um, Hopefully, I'm guessing you got some good news or something like that, because that's a crazy launch. Um, yeah, so I don't even know what I would do right now with this. I would not buy it because I would think I was chasing. Because these are huge candles in such a short time. Let's go to the daily. Yeah, that's just like one huge daily candle. Um, but I mean, it does match up to prices you were at back in August, which is interesting. What caused this huge candle today? That's what I would like to know. I don't really want to waste too much time pulling up SEC filings and everything and trying to read them through on stream with you guys. I think that'd be pretty boring for y'all. But I would not buy at this price, like just immediately looking at it, because it's going to come down and retest somewhere in this. There's just no way it would hold that and just keep going up. That's just impossible. Let's go on our 30-minute. And this looks like a pretty low volume. I mean, we got lots of gray even in the middle of the day. So honestly, it feels a little kind of pump and dumpy to me. I would say this is on very shaky ground, all of this, because look at this volume, it's just all there. But again, I don't know what happened. They could have just had amazing news and everything has completely changed for the company, for all I know. Oh, it all came out of nowhere? Yeah, that's pump and dump, man. In my opinion, pump and dump. It's gonna go back to nothing. Look at this, just no volume. Why would it have all this no volume and then it just gets slammed out of nowhere? You know what I mean? Unless it's some sort of insider trading and stuff, but I don't think that would be the case. But yeah, my initial thoughts are I would stay away. That's just me. Unless you want to keep watching it and see for it to come back down and retrace and see if this volume holds up. If the volume holds up, fine. But if the volume doesn't hold up, definitely pump and dump in my opinion. All right, let's take a look at the next one. Okay, next one I see is Dexter. So we'll take a look at Dexter really quick. And guys, sorry if I missed some of your requests. You know, I'm human, so I can only scroll and read and do so well. But let's see what Dexter comes up with here. It doesn't seem to want to do Dexter, actually. Why isn't it switching for us? There we go. Okay. Alright, so it looks like right now it's just kind of rebuilding itself after this big drop, as far as I can tell. Let's see here. So we had lots of big sell days right here. So must have had some bad news or something around September 12th, I would guess. Oh yeah, no problem, Andrew. That's not a problem at all. Yeah, so this looks actually okay. We got a nice little steady upstream coming out of this. It's been filling all this kind of gap area from the drop. I would like for it after this long of a time though to already be kind of testing back up here, but it does look like it has tried to at least a little bit. I would say, well, what are you trying to do with Dexter necessarily? Just to see if you want to hop in. Hmm. Yeah, so I mean, it's not looking. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. I guess my internet decided to take a dump for a second there. Sorry about that. It sometimes does that when my roommate is downloading stuff. So they might be on Twitch or something like that. Sorry about that. Um, but yeah, no, it's looking okay. It's not necessarily amazing. I would really like to see it moving up more before I bought in and retest this gap range. Um, yeah, I would like to see this a lot stronger before I was going to buy in personally. Maybe somewhere around like 30 cents or something like that, just to make sure that it can get there and hold it. Um, but if you're looking, but if you're looking at, I don't know, if you're looking at hopping in now, you may be able to do like a short little swing trade with it, maybe like a week or something, and see what it does on the support. But I definitely think long term, I would want to see, a lot more up there. Um, let's pull up just the stochastic momentum and MACD really quick. I can't get a backup connection. Yeah, no, I actually have really, really good internet. It's something to do with some packet issue when it's trying to split. We're both on different wireless connections on it, and it just kind of splits up weird. And I had to look at it, but yeah, your stochastic momentum is way overbought right now on the 30-minute, and your MACD though is kind of good. But let's pull it up on the daily. Yeah, I mean, you're getting a chance here for another buy signal on the daily, but your MACD is deviating down. I would wait and see which one wins, see if we start getting an upturn on the actual price and the stochastic, and then see where this MACD starts to reconnect. Yeah, I would just wait a little bit and see and look for your buy signals on that. You know what I mean? And if you see some good buy signals, then you can know what to do. All right, let's do another one. Okay, I see ARGs and oh, Michael Murphy, you were actually in front of that. So, excuse me. Which one? Which one of these would you like, Michael? Would you like OMP or SECO? And then we'll take a look at ARGs after that. Or you want Gurn? Or what? We're gonna do one of your picks, Michael. Okay, we'll do Gurn then for you, man. Let me pull that up. Yeah, no problem, Aaron. Okay. All right, so we're looking at Gurn. We're on the daily chart here. And again, this is another one of those stocks that just has a huge drop recently. It seems like a lot of these stocks you guys are showing me have had like a huge drop in the last few months, and they're trying to recover. That's not necessarily bad for right now, but it's just interesting to see. Excuse me, I needed some water. Yeah, but it looks pretty healthy in terms of the recovery. It tried to test a really hard rejection here and it couldn't do it, so I'm guessing a lot of people left, and then that's why it went back down. But you have kind of a cup and handle thing going right here. Got a little doji action. And if we look at, let's see here. Yeah, MACD is on the rise slowly. It's nice and steady too, not too extreme. Your stochastic momentum, the fast is staying above. We have a possible sell signal coming up here on the daily. Let's see here. Okay. I mean, looks good on your 30-minute too. You got your MACD possible buy signal coming up on the 30-minute. You already got your buy signal on the stochastic. So it actually, if you're already bought in, it might be a good idea just to hold it and see what happens. Because like I said, it's been building up, since pretty much since here. So around August, middle of August, it's been building up. Um, so that looks pretty good. Yeah, if you're already bought into this one, I wouldn't be scared to hold it. Can I explain doji? It's just the shape of a candle. It's just like one of the indications that you can get out of a candle. I might be able to actually just show you a picture. Well, basically, I don't know. It would take too long to really go into it because there's like long-legged dojis, dragonfly dojis, gravestone dojis, and I wouldn't want to give you incomplete information. So, but basically, it's worth your time to do it. But it's just a shape of the candle. But yeah, no, the okay. Sorry about that. My headset decided to turn itself off there. That was a bit weird. Okay, but yeah, this looks like you might be able to get a swing play out of it, just off this quick little glance. Let me also do. I want to see your pivot points though on this one. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. My mic went out for a minute there. Alright, so let's take a look here. Okay, yeah, so it's been riding in these upper resistance zones, and yeah, it looks pretty good because it's tested back down in here. It rejected that, and it wants to go back in. So yeah, I would say if you've already bought in, hold it and see. Um, and if you're not in, it may not be a bad idea necessarily. We have buy signals on multiple of the indicators, and it seems to be in a steady uptrend. It has a slight cup and handle thing going on. It's almost like a cup and handle in a cup and handle if you look at it. And this is kind of like a bullish following wedge right here. I mean, that's pretty nice. I would say yeah, with Gurn, if you're already in, not so bad. All right, and I promised you guys I'd look at ARGs too, so let's take a look at ARGs. Okay. Yeah, I think somebody's downloading a bunch of stuff or something. I can't really, it's live. I can't really go over there and yell at them to stop. But yeah, sorry for the stream if it's going kind of slow and choppy or anything like that. It's usually just fine, but it seems to be acting up today. Sorry about that. All right. Okay. Let's take a look at this. I like this actually, just off my immediate look. We got a cup and handle right here, just like on the other chart. Recovering nicely. This downtrend was for a long time, but this recovery has been nice and healthy since that downtrend. I like that. And it doesn't look too scary, honestly. It just looks kind of like normal play. Maybe some bad news happened and whatnot, but it seems to be turning it around since then, at least in the last couple little days. Let's pull up the daily and see. Okay. Now, I wonder... Let's pull up the 6-month. Okay, so you are at pretty much the lowest it's been, which is fine. But it is rejecting it here, but you got to be careful because it looks like it was going to reject it here too, and it kept going. Looks a little bit like it was going to reject it here, and it kept going down. So getting these like stair steps down, but it's still going down. So I would want to see a lot more than just 4 dailies going up before I would buy in. But if you know what's going on with it and um, you know what's headed for the stock, because I don't know anything about the SEC filings or any PR. Oh, there was positive news today after hours for this stock. Okay, well let's pull up the after hours and see if that affected it at all. Wow. It got crushed after hours though. Look at this. You said there was positive news? I mean, if there was positive news, I don't know why it would just crash like this. I mean, we're talking 16, like 5 cents. But, I mean, after hours is crazy though, so you can't only think about that. But dude, that's really scary, honestly. Um, if you were waiting, I don't know. I don't know what to say on this one, honestly, because that's just so weird that we get positive news and drop that much. But we're going to take the after hours off, though, and just pretend that that didn't happen and go with that. And let's look at we'll look at the fib for this because this looks really healthy. Yeah, let's see. I think that's a bit more right. Yeah, I don't know. That's a really extreme trend, and stocks really don't like to hold that extreme of trend, at least from what I've generally seen. But this is also the 10-minute. I'd rather do this on a 30. Oh, so basically people were expecting information to come that didn't come. Then yeah, I mean, I almost don't even need to chart it, Jeffrey, because if that means that all these people that were buying in here in this block, that's what they were expecting. And so that's what hyped it up and got the price there. So if the news didn't have the details of what most of the buyers want, it's probably going to go back down tomorrow, man. Um, but let's pretend that that didn't happen and just trace this anyway. Okay. So yeah, I mean, if that news didn't swamp it after hours, I would say it would be fine to probably um, take a chance. But it's getting close to the bottom of this trend as well, and when it does that, it could just as easily go down as up when it gets those points of where it's going to change. And being that the after hours crushed it like that, man, I would stay away for right now and just keep an eye and see if you can find, yeah, to see if you can find a point of it being more sustained up. You know what I mean? Okay. All right, and we'll go ahead and do one more for right now. Normally I would stream a little bit longer, I think, but I'm getting kind of tired for some reason. I don't know why, but I'm just a little sleepy actually. Mouth is really dry too. But let's do CVRS because that was the last one I saw. Yeah, no problem, Jeffrey, man. Glad to do it for you. I'm glad you guys are here watching too. It's really fun. All right, we got CVRS here. All right, and this one too is also, I guess, kind of the. All right, we might do Fing after CVRS. We might. We'll see. I'll probably end up doing a quick look at it for you, man. Um, but yeah, this is spooky to me as well. It's got some really kind of pumpish looking little jumps here, like kind of like people are chasing it and then realize nothing's going on and it's getting dumped. Um, and the trend has just been down for so long. Yeah, it really needs to start building a new support up. It's kind of just hanging out in this zone, which is okay, but that's still a downtrend zone. I would wait for it to honestly start breaking out of this area here, maybe even up to like $1.57, $1.62 area, before I'd be confident in testing it, because it's just been down for so long. But let's see if you're looking for something short. Let's look at those indicators and see if there's like something that might be useful for you. No problem, Timmy. Okay. So yeah, pretty hard sell signal there on the stochastic momentum. And as you can see, each time that happens, when you get that sell, it's going down afterwards. Sell signal, down. Sell signal, down. Sell signal, down. So yeah, some wine. Yeah, I have some water, but it's not working. My throat's so dry still. I think it's just because I'm still getting over being sick. But yeah, Ronald, send me wine. I'll take it. I'll drink it. But yeah, man, just you can just use this honestly, and that'd be enough for me. Just sell signal down, sell signal down. It just makes sense that it's going to do that again. But let's pull up the MACD and see if that says anything different. So yeah, it's following the sell signal there down as well. It's about to get another sell signal. It followed this sell signal pretty well too. So yeah, I would say just wait until it's getting to a buy signal, because it seems to follow those pretty well. And you might be able to do just a short play, because if you're looking at these peaks, like they're very short peaks, you know what I'm saying? So I would wait till this selling signal is done and it's starting to cross into a buy, and you might be able to do a short like 1 or 2 day play on it. But as a long-term play, I would not be holding this as of right now. And again, I don't know anything about the PRs or anything like that. This is just the chart. So, but yeah, I would wait for this to finish out its little sell action and see where it ends up first. All right, and let's take a look at FING. All right. Yeah, this looks really good. I'm really liking it. It kind of looks like the other chart we looked at earlier, where it's just flat for a long time and then it just started launching and kept going. Now this is just a few days though, so we're gonna want to zoom out, and yeah, that looks great. Huge gap ups, huge gaps, but it stayed steady and held it, which is really nice. Whenever you see huge stuff like this, it's usually going to fall or retrace some of it. And the fact that it's retraced down to here and then held above that the whole time, it's held above this 423 range after this huge run up, that's really nice. And I really like that it's holding above here at 472 as well these last few days. Now, if you look here, it retraced probably about like 30-40% back down. So you can probably expect that to happen here as well. So let's see here. So here's what we're at right now. And we've retraced down to here. Yeah, I would honestly, just eyeballing it right now, I think it might retest the bottom of this huge green candle here, down at like 557 or so. And that's not a guarantee, mind you, at all, but it may do that, depending on how this price rejection action goes right here. Because if this stays horizontal enough, like it could just start going back up again eventually, as long as enough support gets made here. I actually do want to see some fibs on this though, because I like this chart, how it's looking right now. Let's see here. Let's actually do this on the 60-minute. Yeah, let me pull up the MACD as well. Yeah, we'll do the fib from the MACD crossing. And your MACD is just got a sell signal though, so like I said, it's going to retrace a little bit first, I think. So yeah, it crossed about right here. It followed that buy signal really well though. Yeah. It's definitely going to be going down a little bit, but this chart is so strong that whatever it falls down to, I think buying at the bottom of that dip is not a bad play so far from what we're looking at. Where it'll dip down to, I'm not 100% sure. But I do like how it's looking. Okay. I'm going to do just a quick, really small guy right here. Yeah, so I don't know. I can't really tell you how much it'll dip. This is a good sign though that these candles are staying above here and that one was so thin up here. Um, so look for if it keeps going up at this point, that's pretty strong, but I personally think that it will dip down a little bit more. Yeah. I just can't tell you how far, man. But if you're looking to play it pretty quickly, maybe around like 5.95 to 5.99 or so, $6, that psychological range is probably going to be tested because shorts and people love those even numbers. Um, so I would, yeah, maybe around $6 or so. I would try to get in around that and then see, set a stop loss if you want to and just kind of play it safe around $6 and try to swing that back up because you have quite a few red days here in a row. So green days are coming again, and I think you just may have like one or two more days testing around $6. And yeah, I think this would be a stronger buy than XXII, just chart wise. I don't know enough about it though, but it does seem to have a lot stronger uptrends and support than XXII does right now. And I don't know how well XXII is going to hold up on $3. It should be okay, but it needs to build a lot of support there. But yeah, no, this chart looks great. Just try to find a nice dip to get in my opinion, and see if it just keeps doing this because this uptrend has been amazing. This looks great. I would like to keep this one. You know what? Tell you what, I'm gonna actually add this to my thing up here so I don't forget about it, and we'll take a look at it again in a video, Jigglypuff. We may put Fing actually as an in-depth video tomorrow night because I like this chart. It's interesting, and I think it'll be a fun one to follow. All right, Leandro, we'll do one more. We'll do one more. It's been almost an hour, so we'll try to keep it. I did an hour last night, so let's do that again. We'll do ATHX. That's the last one I see here. We'll do a quick look at it. Let's go to our daily. All right. So yeah, this looks really strong in the last 6 months so far. Um, yeah, just nice smooth up. It has good support at where it's at, so I don't think it's going to crash down at any time soon to retest this area anyway. MACD has been pretty solid. It's diverging pretty nice away here. So it probably still has more time to go up before it connects again. That looks good. Yeah, you're in overbought territory though on the stochastic momentum on the daily, but it's not insane, but it is pretty overbought. Let's check it out on the 60-minute. Yeah, so just starting to come down on that, but your daily was a lot stronger than this. Let's see here. Let's do charts all night. Oh man, if my throat wasn't so dry and if I wasn't getting over being sick, I would totally chart a lot longer with you guys tonight. It's just my body is just still not 100% yet, so it's not ready to be talking this long. But yeah, no, this is a lot of fun, guys. I like doing this with you. But yeah, so here it looks like you may get a little bit longer, some dippage, just kind of like the other chart. Honestly, I'm just going to say the same thing I said on the last one, Leandro, is just wait until you see a bottom of this dip and it starts to get a price rejection. And then I would try to buy in at the bottom of this dip if I was going to, because this is nice and steady, strong support. And if you want, I'll do a little fib on it as well. But yeah, this definitely says to me it needs to cool off a lot, especially how we saw on the daily as well, how it was in the overbought territory. So it's gonna definitely retrace some like it did here, but I think it has enough support to keep going up. Let's see here. Let's do that fib fan. Where's our MACD crossing? So we got one here. So yeah, let's go ahead and chart it from there. And go to this one here. Okay, so yeah, I think that's a pretty safe point to say that it might retest to. Let me get my horizontal line out. Thanks, Ambrosio. I really appreciate that. And also, Leandro, no problem, man. Okay, so I think there's a nice little connection here. And that kind of matches up with all this horizontal zone too. Let's see here. Yeah, I think you might see 236 to 238 again, but if it rejects 236 to 238 and it starts going back up, I'd say you're okay around that price to buy in. But if you see it hit 236 and start to continue down, you have another gap here that it would need to fill all the way down to like 221 or so possibly, which would be not as fun, right? So I would keep an eye on the 236, 238 range the next week, and if it hits there and starts rejecting and going back up, it's probably a pretty safe bet that it'll continue to go on this uptrend. Because I don't see anything in the chart anyway that says that it should die for any reason like that. Let's go ahead and pull up the Fibonacci again as just a straight Fibonacci here. We'll go down to this dip over here. Okay. So yeah, so the Fibonacci is saying that it might want to retest in that same zone I just said, 233, 234. So yeah, between 233 and 236, keep an eye on it. And if it rejects that price and goes up, it's probably okay, man. But if it keeps going down, I'd be a little wary of it, having to test a few more gaps down. Yeah. It's Jigglypuff. I'd love if you had a consistent schedule. Sure. That's actually not a bad idea. I'm actually trying to figure out what people want, because I don't mind live streaming and I love making the videos and stuff. I've never done anything like this before and shared it, so I don't know what people necessarily want to see, but I think you're right. I think if we did like 1 or 2 nights a week on a schedule, that'd be really good. So let me actually think on that and try to find a schedule that works for me, and maybe we can do that. I will try to stream again this week. I might even just do it every day this week just to get some people in and to see it. Because you know, the more days I do it in a row, I can get a lot of people to see, and then we can go from there. You know what I mean? Oh, that's how Kramer got started, really? He had a chart night? That's really cool. And well, Kramer's on TV now, so seems like it worked out okay for him, right? Oh, I love that stock. Kramer's crazy. But yeah, that'd be really cool. Um, Especially if you guys are enjoying it. Yeah, just leave comments and stuff and watch the other videos on my channel if you'd like. And um, yeah, I have no idea how to do the PayPal support. I need to figure that out. Yeah, so that would be great to do. Hey Meridian. All right, Jigglypuff. Let's actually just pull up Fing again really quick. You said at what? 595-ish? Yeah, that's not a bad call, man. It's not a bad call. 595. Now, what I would do though, yeah, maybe 592, man. Maybe 592, 590. You might be able to get out that. Um, I would personally set a limit for around 590, and if that doesn't fill, then try to get your 592. Oh, hey, what's up, Fat Willa? Nice. Yeah, I don't know if I have enough content and stuff to do Patreon, because I'll just pull up PCOM really quick while we're talking about other stuff as well. Um, I don't know how Patreon really works, but I believe I would need a lot more content and stuff for Patreon if I'm not mistaken. I just really don't know. But yeah, 590 to 592-ish, that's what I would try. No guarantee you'll get it, but I'd rather you get it a little lower than 595 if possible, just so you have more room to go back up. But yeah, I don't know. I might just set up a PayPal link in the in the description of the video or something. I don't really know the best way because I don't want to charge people a flat price. I'd like people, if they just want to donate, they can, because I don't know. I don't know. I feel bad charging money. I'd rather people just, if they want to help out, they can, because I mean, I would love help, absolutely. So, but let's take a, yeah, Mondays isn't a bad idea, Ronald. And if you want to share the Discord name, go ahead. That's fine. We can share it. Go ahead and put it in chat, or if you can, I'll show the link. Let's take a quick look at PCOM then. I don't know, you guys are keeping me on. My mouth is so dry. Here, let me take a sip of water. What's the difference between me and Clay? I honestly have no idea. I've never watched a Clay video. I can't say that I've ever seen one, but I know that he has an actual website that you can sign up for to get lessons and stuff, which I planned on making some more videos with lessons in them. And but I think that I don't know. I don't know what the best way to do that would be, honestly. I don't know what you guys would want the most. I was thinking of maybe like one-on-one trainings as well, or things like that. But I'm not really sure exactly what the best things are and what people would want. Because if I was going to do that, it would take a lot more time, and I would actually probably need to get some money for that. But again, I have. Thanks, guys. Clay, I'm sure he's not terrible. But tell you what, I'll actually put a PayPal donation link in there. Maybe I can put that in the links to my videos or something. Like I said, I feel bad charging money, but if you guys think people are willing to pay some, shoot, I mean, that'd be kind of cool. I could definitely use the help. So that'd be really nice. But let's take a quick look at PCOM here. I've been kind of eyeballing it while we're talking. Wow. So yeah, this looks pretty nice. You know, I like that it has this huge candle and it didn't crash back down to it. Yeah, this looks nice. Um, I don't really have much to say on it though. It looks pretty clear cut that if you're in it, it should be okay. We got a nice little upward trend. It's not extreme, but it's an upward trend. Um, I'd say probably the same thing that we said on the other one. If you're in it, maybe hold it and see how it goes. If you're not in it, wait for the end of this dip. Um, noob, y'all? Who's noob? That's funny. But yeah, because being that it did test a little bit below this trend it's been on, just kind of wait and see how far this dips and look for price rejection again. It's pretty much the same thing as the other guy, the other chart. I mean, maybe it might go down to like maybe 1028 or so again, just based on, this. But seeing that it stayed above this so long and now it's dipping down, you see what I'm saying? So it's been so consistent on this that to see it now do it, we're going to have to find out what the new support is. Which it could be, anything. But most likely probably around in this horizontal range here. Hold on a second. Okay, I was making sure my sound was working. I would say, yeah, keep an eye out for like 1035-ish, something like that for this dip, maybe 1020s. But it should most likely, in my head, go back to this like flat range here, which it's been doing for the longest time, because this peak does look a little bit unnatural away. But I also think this dip below isn't necessarily true, but it will go a little bit lower, most likely. Let me be your success story. Well, yeah, I hope you're successful, man. You don't need me for that. What are you saying is they have no competition in their field, debt free? Who is that? Oh, you're saying Clay has no competition? Oh, you're not a noob, man. I mean, you might be. I don't know, but you'll get there, dude. 100 shares at DCTH. Thanks. Well, like I said, guys, I will gladly put a little donate button and we can do a live stream. I think that's a good idea, Ronald. Let's do it every Monday. Let's make Monday live stream day, and then I can do bonus ones throughout the week. Yeah, if it closes above 8.9, you have $100. Yeah, it's true. But yeah, no, that sounds awesome, guys. I actually appreciate that feedback on what to do. I've been really lost on how to monetize or anything. 'Cause like I said, I don't want to ask people for a certain price or anything because I don't know what my content's worth. You know what I mean? I'd rather just help you guys out, and if you want to donate, you can, and that would actually really help me a lot. So it'd be really fun. I might actually already have a PayPal somewhere. I'll have to take a look at it. But yeah, Mondays. Let's go ahead and plan on Monday nights. That sounds good. Monday nights around 8:30 Eastern, something like that. I'm not really sure how to spread the word either. I don't want to spam Stocktwits, but if you guys want to tell any of your friends or anything like that, if they want to come watch a chart request show on Monday nights, that'd be awesome. Yeah, Monday would be good. Yeah, maybe like we could do Mondays and Thursdays or something like that. I think Mondays, Thursdays would be good. Yeah, Mondays and Thursdays. That sounds like a good idea. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys coming in to watch tonight, though. My mouth is hella dry, though. My throat's starting to hurt again like it was when I was sick. So I really want to stay. I'm having a lot of fun, guys, like looking up these charts and helping you guys out. Like just getting praise from you guys just for helping is that's all I need. It's a lot of fun, guys. But yeah, again, my mouth is so dry. I need to eat dinner too. So I kind of just been doing chart videos since I got home from work. I haven't had a chance to stop. So, um, but yeah, I appreciate you all, and I'm gonna try to stream tomorrow. I'll post a link on Stocktwits again. Um, and we'll go from there, guys. I really appreciate it, and I'll put in a PayPal link and we'll get the donations going if you guys really want to. I appreciate that. Yes, please spread to anybody you know that likes to watch stock videos, because I mean, oh shoot, yeah, if you're in a group with 40K, I mean, shoot, send them on over, man. I got the Discord going with a few people, and I'm stretched kind of thin there, but just let me know, guys. All right, but I'm gonna sign off now. I really appreciate it, and you guys take it easy, and I'll see you on the next live stream. All right, guys. And again, I appreciate it so much.